Wow. So May 8th, 2023, 1:16 a.m. And I did one more video on the Rabbit Hole TV show, and it must have really hit a nerve. They blocked it. And it's blocked worldwide. So I'm going to have to try to do my best to just explain to you what this was about. Now, I can play it again here, but they're just going to stop it again. So I'm going to take out the volume, mute it, and then see if I can explain it as it's going. Oh, goodness sakes. Wow. Okay. So here we go. Maybe I can just play those. Try it this way. So in this one, there's a helicopter, and it had come on. I was explaining, but I don't remember what I was doing. But there was a number here, and I looked that number up. Actually, let me. So here's the number. I searched it, and it came up with some weird stuff. It came up with a drug. I don't know how to pronounce that. Dimethylene. And then it also came up with this, which I thought was maybe related to what is going on. So the drug is for some of the stuff that was in this show. Drug addiction, alcoholism, people with PSTD, stuff like that, kind of ADHD. And then the other part was this nucleotide ambiguity code. And that one is right there, adenine, and the cytosine was in there. How it came up with this, I don't know. Weird. If anybody knows anything, and this is what I said too. I said, if anybody knows anything about what this could be, if there's anything important to this, it's a DN with the other letter sequence assembler. Trying to make this as short as possible. It was a 9.5-minute video. Hopefully I can get it done quicker than that. Back to the, yeah, it's not going to be done quicker because I'm going through it. So that's where I looked that up. Okay, I can skip a little bit here where I was talking about that and the drug. Okay, then he made a statement in here. He said, it's time to bring the dogs to heel. So like dog training, heel. So then I looked that up. And one thing that I thought might be interesting out of this part was heel is traditionally on your left side for obedience. Left side, like the left, the left and the right, the left. So there was that. And then, when they seized this one guy, he was out to take out somebody, so he couldn't do the broadcast, because they were going to expose all these people with going on TV live. But then the phone was he had possession of a phone, the guy, the bad guy, and when the police or security were going through his stuff, the phone was there. And even though the phone seemed to be off, it was still recording him, the security guard guy. And then, facial recognition recognized who it was. And then the computer, the AI, found out who he was. And then knew everything about his life, looking at social media, everything. And he knew what his past was, so he used it against him and forced this guy to release that guy. So see, he looked up his information, and so he, used it against him. So he would be forced to do that, or he would expose him, and he would wind up going to prison for stuff he did in the past. Oh, it was more than this 10-minute video. So he was saying, oh, you do this, let this guy go, or, you're going to go to prison. So what he did. So then he got a hold of this guy's information and told him, hey, don't go, live with this story, or, he's going to threaten him. And then he got Weir on the phone and said that he had his father and his ex-wife, hostage, and that he would off them if he didn't do what he said and not to go through with the broadcast. But he had a sneaky plan in the end. And so the guy, I wish I could play this, darn it, and tell you what he said. I wonder if I can maybe put the captions on. No, I can't. No. Guess I can't. But he was trying to say in the thing when he was talking, hold on a second. He was saying that, people put their trust into corporations, institutions, politicians, family, every trust things. And then these sites that are collecting our information is collecting information about our lives, even if it's just little pieces at a time. And then the AI can put that all together and then know everything about you. And, again, can predict, can control you in certain aspects. And, target you for certain things, like advertising for one, that's what they've been doing, you say certain things and then suddenly you get all this advertising about what you were talking about. So they can do what they want in that aspect. All the social sites, they can see what your beliefs are, your political beliefs, religious beliefs, everything, and put you in a database and lump you in with other people that believe the same things. And if it's against what they say, who knows what they can do to you. And that's one example there, I guess. That, if you know what I mean. So then in the end, so the very ending part, what was a fitting end is what I said. So they show, the guy, he's often the guy thinking, this guy's in control. Guy's in control. They're going to stop him. If they stop him, then they can stop the whole operation, stop the AI from doing all this stuff and tracking everybody and controlling, everybody that it wants to control. But then he finds out that he's got an earpiece in and somebody else is in control. So in the end, he was just another puppet. He was just somebody else that was being controlled by somebody else. And even if you stop some of the people that are in control, there's still somebody higher up. That that can still control everything. So I don't know if this show is going to have a season 2 or not. It's kind of left it open to be continued, but it also could just be the end, saying that no matter what we do to stop what they're trying to do, we can stop maybe part of it, but it'll keep going on. And I know a lot of people say we need to stand up against this, or or it's gonna, they're gonna wind up, implementing all this stuff. But again, I think we have some control, maybe a little bit, but in the end, I think they are going to do what they're going to do. It's part of the plan. It's part of Satan's plan. It's part of the mark of the beast. It's part of it all. And in the end, it's going to happen. It says it in the Bible. It's going to happen. So we just got to be prepared for what's going to happen. And they're going to use everything against us. So we got to be prepared, and we just got to be total 100% faith in God to get us through it. And we got to, we're going to have to lay down our lives so we can't be controlled, All right, thanks for watching. God bless. Hopefully this video will go through.